crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll flip this out to Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what do you try to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from the quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Pirine. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up. Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joseph Osai brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give running right is Love. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Justin Tucker on the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Burrow will throw. This one complete to Gafford. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Logan. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They go play action with Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Again, Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check, 47. Here we go. 47 is the mic.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From midfield now, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 37. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. To the air again, Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run again with Logan. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Burrow. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Oh, the return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Trotty. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, and he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, open man is Howard, the tight end. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Logan, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
But not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Burrow. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
It's a loss of yard. Brings up 3rd down.
So the